Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Emily.
Well, I guess we'll start with you're still, I'm sure, as we all are, adjusting to this quote unquote new normal. What's the first, couple of days been like for you?
Yeah, still adjusting, but it's really exciting to be back out on the field, um, seeing a lot of the guys, and just getting back to work. I think it's going to take some adjusting, and it's going to be different, but everybody's in the same boat. So, you know, just trying to work through that.
A lot of times we talk about, veteran players versus young players, and you guys as young players can kind of lean on them for so much. But this is one thing that, like you said, you're all in the same boat. You're all going through this together in real time. Um, for you, what are you learning about yourself, about your love for the game, and how badly you want to play it, and all the things you're going to have to do in order for that to happen?
Yeah, over these past couple months when we, in under normal circumstances would have been playing, you really miss it. You miss it a lot, just because you're not out there playing. And I think that it's going to take a lot of responsibility, guys looking out for each other, to make this work, and just really taking care of the guy next to you and thinking about him and his family throughout this whole thing, so that we can stay out on the field and stay healthy.
And you mentioned that because it seems like when this all started, the young players without wives and kids were a little more apt to come back and anxious to come back than those with families. Have you guys had those conversations? Kind of the younger guys that don't yet have families, of how important that is to look out for those who do?
Yeah, in our team meeting the other night, it was something that we talked about, and just really the importance of looking out for the guy next to you, understanding that you have to do everything that you can to stay healthy, to keep everybody else healthy and their families. So I think that's what's it's gonna take, and it was one of the strong messages that has been shared so far.
All right, let's talk baseball. How's the new ballpark playing?
Really awesome, beautiful new stadium. I really like the turf, and it's going to be a fun place to play. And whenever fans can get in, it'll be cool to for them to enjoy it too, whenever that may be.
For you, trying to make your way on this team, find your niche, your spot. Do you feel more of a sense of urgency because the season is condensed, or do you see it more as an opportunity?
I see it as an opportunity. During the time, during these past couple months, I've been able to, get work at all kinds of different positions, and just practice and stay ready. So, I see it as an opportunity just to, whenever the time comes, just to go out there and play hard.
I'll let everybody else go.
Okay, raise your hand if you
Thank
have a
you,
question.
Nick.
Thanks, Emily.
Raise your hand if you have a question, please. We'll go to TR first. Unmute yourself, please.
Nick, you're going to play center field here in summer camp. How different is that going to be than having to do it in the Arizona environment?
I think of course it's going to be different, than playing in spring training. Just being out there yesterday, we did like a little sim game, and standing out in the field, it really reminded me of like a college fall ball game. You don't have any fans. You're inter squatting against your own team. But there comes a time, when you're going to play other teams. So you have to prepare with that in mind, and try and reach the same level of intensity and focus. So I think it really reminds me of that. It's going to be different, of course, but something that I found similar. Just staying out there yesterday and getting into games and stuff is something that I've done in the past.
How much defensive work were you able to do during the shutdown? Because we all saw your really neat video, but how much realistic defensive work were you able to do?
I was able to do a lot. I came up here maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago when they opened the park for workouts, and was able to get a lot of work on the field, ground balls and fly balls. So I've gotten to get a lot of work defensively.
Other questions? Please raise your hand. Evan Grant. Twice.
How much, when did first base work really kind of ramp up for you?
Maybe over like the last month, and just making sure that as I got my ground balls at second and third, that I was also bouncing over to first base, and just seeing balls that off the bat at that angle, and working around the bag a little bit, just to get some some time over there.
And who were you working with there, or were you just doing that on your own?
Well, it was working on it here, and really, Bergie, Alex Berg was he's been here the whole time, helping out. So he would hit me ground balls whenever I wanted them, and he helped me out over there. Walk was around, so just the staff that's been around the stadium over the past couple months, helped out over there.
For a young guy, especially somebody who I believe had some business background in college, right?
Yeah, finance major.
What was it like to go through this labor situation? What kind of education was this?
It was a really interesting process. I think looking at it from I guess a business background, and really more of a learning experience. I think it had me doing my own research on the union and league affairs throughout the history. Some things that I never really realized, but I'm glad that at the end of the day, the union and the league and owners were all able to make it work. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the health and safety. And I think that the protocols that they've put in place, are the best that we can do to set us up to make this thing work.
Okay. Chris?
Hello, Nick. So you said you really like the turf at Globe Life Field, and I know I have a lot of people asking me about it, how players feel about it. Can you go into any detail of what you like about it? How it feels versus natural grass or anything like that, especially with you getting used to center field out there.
Yeah, I think I played it on turf in college, so I'm a little more used to it, I'd say, than guys that have never played on it maybe. But I think the surface is really good. Sometimes you get turf that's really bouncy, which I guess sometimes is sometimes good and bad depending on how the ball bounces. But I think that it plays really true. Plays very similar to grass. I think it might play a little fast, just being that turf surface. But I guess until games really start or inter squads, and we'll see how it really plays. But just from the time that I've been here, I do like it.
Are you looking at this as a kind of a on-field advantage type thing? You guys are getting to play there for the next few weeks, before any road teams come in, and center field's a very demanding position, obviously, and I know that a couple of the hitters have already said that the gaps are pretty wide. Are you looking at this as a good way to gain an advantage before games start?
Yeah, I think to be out on the field, and see how the ball flies, see how the turf plays, and to get a good understanding of the field in general. I think that'll only help us when we start playing games. So I think, it's an advantage, and, I think, something that we're going to learn how it's going to play and try and make the most of it.
All right, thank you very much.
Other questions for Nick? Stephen?
Nick, what I want to ask, like we talked about earlier, with Brett wasn't here yesterday, and Brett won't be around because he tested positive, and there's just going to be this daily thing where there might be a guy not there or whatever. I mean, how anxious are you guys as teammates? I mean, I know you care about everybody there. How anxious are you guys when you don't see somebody? Is it kind of the worry? Are they not here because of this, or is it just something else?
Yeah, I think it's going to take some getting used to. I think that there is a level of anxiety in general. I know, speaking for myself, after getting tested, just waiting for the results, there's a level of anxiety. And, I think as we do it more and get tested more, and you get more used to it, I think that'll subside. But I think it's just, a new reality that we're going to have to deal with, and, try and take care of everybody.
I don't think any of us are going to try to figure out all the numbers and everything, but I mean, Major League Baseball put out their overall numbers yesterday. Did that give you any confidence to see? I mean, yeah, there were positive tests, but it wasn't just overwhelming.
Yeah, I think the lower the better, of course, right? So I think it's definitely positive that the lower the number is, and I think that was a good sign of that smaller number of positive tests.
Okay, thanks, man.
Any other questions? Jeff Wilson?
Hey, Nick, you said you've been working hard and all this stuff. Do you need game speed to measure how much you've improved? Do you need games, or are there things that you can tell that you've gotten better, say at center field or third base?
Yeah, I think from a fundamental standpoint, in practice you can gauge, how you're getting better. I think, but I do think it really shows when you get out there and you play at game speed in a game environment. That's the best test of how much you've improved, and so I'm looking forward to. I know we're going to be out there playing sim games. We're going to be playing inter-squad games. I'm looking forward to playing as much as possible. To gauge how much better I've gotten and to continue to get better. It's a constant process of improvement, offensively, defensively, base running, and I think that really we're going to go out there, we're going to compete and try to keep getting better.
You mentioned the turf at Louisville. Is it more like Tampa Bay's turf? I'm assuming this one's a lot different.
Yeah,
or is it not?
The one at Louisville is the black pellets. This one is the crushed up coconut shells, I think. But I think that kind of helps with the bounce, maybe. Like the black pellets seem to be bouncier than the surface here seems to be more true, more similar to grass. So I think that might be a difference between the two turfs. I'm not a turf expert, though.